you have a turkey neck and want to get rid of it, then you are in the right place. Because today I will show you Liebscher Bracht exercises with which you can address the matter. Just go ahead and try it out. I will briefly explain what actually happens with the vulture neck. This is mostly associated with a round back, which is extremely round here, and then the counter movement practically comes in the hyperextended cervical spine, and here are muscle bundles, all these neck muscles that get shortened. When there is more and more hyperextension here, the person increasingly gets the signal to walk around like this because they can't do it any other way, and it's a bit of work to train it out, but it is totally worth it. Because if you don't do that, the angles, the curves will become more extreme, and eventually the intervertebral discs suffer and the nerves get pinched, and no one wants to have all these pains. Therefore, very, very important to emphasize this here, and that's what we're doing now. We start with the most important exercise for the cervical spine. Sit down, your torso is straight, you take both hands up to your head and the elbows relatively far forward and not to the side, but forward, so that you can pull forward well and do not grasp the neck. Sometimes people grasp their necks, but the leverage is much too poor there. It's much easier for you if you grasp the very top of your head. We are starting now. Now first, roll your head in. Rolling in means bringing your chin very close to the larynx, and the head automatically moves forward so that you make a rolling in movement. And in addition to this rolling in movement, you pull the head forward and downward. And there you can feel the stretching at the back quite directly as a slight burning sensation right at the cervical spine. And you increase this more and more, but keep your back straight, because if you round the T-spine, the thoracic spine, then you avoid the stretch. Therefore, keep the spine completely straight and move the head forward. And you immediately notice in the neck, you notice how it pulls, and then slowly work your way in, increase your intensity, breathe in nicely, stay exactly in the area that is still tolerable, move slowly, especially in the cervical spine, always practice gently and carefully. And if you want and can already target it, then press your head a bit against your fingers, but not too hard, just to test it. Press against them, hold firmly, then relax again and pull your head further forward. And you may notice that after this slight counter pressure, it feels a little better. And then again, you lift your head up, not too forcefully, nicely controlled, but still clearly. You have to feel a little for yourself, relax again, and pull forward again. And now, try to let the middle of your cervical spine go backwards and upwards, so that where it is so overextended, it gets exactly the opposite movement. And one last time, your head wants to move backwards and wants to roll up, not just pull back, but also roll up while pulling, and then relax again and go a little further into the stretch. And slowly out again and feel your way back in. And what do you notice? You immediately feel that it's freer back here, and I'd like your confirmation with a comment and maybe a thumbs up. And the next exercise to dissolve all this stiffness and inflexibility in the neck goes as follows. You sit up straight, torso upright, chin slightly pulled towards the larynx, good posture. And turn your head 45 degrees to the left, bend the left elbow and pull the left shoulder down. Reach with your right hand over your head, do it right away, reach over your head, and now pull your head diagonally forward, right and down toward your right knee. And then you notice directly at the back something resisting, something that's too short. And what is too short we need to stretch longer, and what is too tense we need to relax. And first of all, go nicely into the stretch, do it right away, and make sure you keep pulling the shoulder down. The shoulder must not be lifted upwards, it must be pulled down. If you feel there's not enough stretch, try pulling the shoulder down, then you'll immediately feel more. If you still do not feel a satisfying stretch, then bring your chin to your larynx, then it will come. So, and now, a little strength training. You press your head backward and upward to the left, so in the opposite direction to where you pulled your head. The left shoulder must continue to pull deeply, the back must remain straight, release. Relax again and immediately bring in more stretching into the gap of relaxation. You will notice after releasing there is space, and immediately fill this space with stretching so that you can continue to work yourself further into the stretch. And again, you press backwards and upwards to the left with your head, relax, and continue into the stretch, and make sure you are still in the comfortable range. Yes, at the limit, but still bearable. And one last time, the head wants to go back up, and to the left you relax and go a little further into the stretch. And then you slowly come out. Straighten your head, feel inside, and now the head naturally wants to go to the other side, right? Look 45 degrees to the right, lower the right shoulder, bend your elbow, reach with the left hand over the head, and pull the head forward down to the left. Yes. And now it pulls at the right part of the back. Yes, first exercise was the middle, second exercise was left, and now right. Then we have provided this whole training routine, liberating stretching training. Pull nicely, keep your back straight, shoulder pulls deep, and the head pulls forward down to the left. Breathe in deeply. If you can already consciously perceive your breath, breathe in deeply and keep pulling further in this direction. When exhaling, always when exhaling, the body switches a bit to relaxation, and that's why it makes sense to increase the stretching during exhalation. And then you pull the head back up and to the right in the opposite direction, but not too hard. First feel in, yes, hold this strength for a bit, then relax and pull your head a bit further in. Keep your back nice and straight, shoulders low. And again, you tense backward and upward to the right. Maybe dare a little more now because you've already gotten to know it. Hold the tension a bit, this strength, relax, and pull your head further into the gap. Keep your back nice and straight, right shoulder low, and enjoy strength training in the stretch. That is the most valuable strength for me, in my estimation, that one can build up because it is totally functional. And slowly out again, move a little. And now we reap the results of the two exercises before, because bit by bit, as it gets longer at the back, you can also bring your chin closer to your Adam's apple because there has to be length there. Yes. So you will notice that you can bring your chin closer to the larynx more and more after you have done this stretch. And that's actually the exercise. You lie like this, legs kept bent. The lower area is engaged, focused, and concentrated on this area here. Therefore, the lumbar spine is also irrelevant for now. The main thing is that we achieve more and more elongation of the cervical spine here. There are many cases, I am exaggerating a bit now. Go up and let the head be like that. Yes, exactly. There are many people where it is so short at the back, you can see it properly, everything is so short at the back that they can't lie down any other way than like that, yes. They can only let the upper part of the head fall backward, not the lower one, because the length simply isn't there. If that is the case, then I recommend that you place a book of suitable thickness underneath, and now it will be easier for you. Now it is easier for you. Do you notice it? Because now it allows you to bring your chin towards the larynx when the head is slightly tilted forward. First take this angle, and then you would proceed by gradually lowering what you initially elevated until you reach the ground. And when you're on the ground, eventually you'll manage it too. But please, we must not be too hasty now. This can take months, yes. Depending on your condition, depending on your age, if the metabolism has become a bit slower, we are now trying to speed it up again. But still, it may take some time. You really have to, yes, have patience. You have to have patience, but the patience pays off, because in that moment, even if you are dealing with dizziness, is my conviction. I have often experienced it with patients. Yes, that dizziness can also have something to do with the fact that everything is too close at the back. It also makes sense. As the vessels run there, the nerves run there, yes. And I have often experienced that the dizziness improved. No guarantee, of course, but I mean to say it also has positive side effects. In addition to the purely visual aspect, there is also the entire health aspect behind it, yes. And now, in short, let's do the exercise once in the sequence as you should do it. With Ina now resting on the book, take your index finger against the chin. So that you notice that the chin goes more or less down, and you take the other hand back here to the back of the head, so that you can practically control this straightening of the head better. And you do this first. The exercise starts now. You breathe, and with each exhale, you try to get a little more into this position. You inhale, and as you exhale, bring your chin further in, turn your head a little further. As I continue to breathe in, especially during the exercise, it is super helpful to directly link it to the breathing. If you can't do that yet, it's not a problem, then breathe somehow and do the same. That also works much, much better than not doing it at all, but it would already be a small improvement if you could use your breath very consciously for that. Always keep going, and that is absolutely exhausting. This is not relaxing. I am lying there now, and something is happening. It is absolutely exhausting, and the effort is worth it. It is a good investment. So, and now comes our strength training. Attention, what are you doing now? You are now tensing the muscles that are being stretched. So the stretch by tilting the back of the head against the book or against the surface. Depending on what you're lying on, really press firmly, Ina. Press really firmly, but don't allow any movement. Relax again and immediately optimize a bit more. Chin further towards the larynx and continue to position the head in this way, so to speak. And again, you press down with your head. You consciously use the muscles here in the back of the neck. You can feel it. Press down really firmly with these muscles so that they are now being stretched in their length. That's the trick. Relax and go further in. Do you feel it? Even Ina feels it. And now let's do it again. One last time. Press the head firmly against the ground. Really press back hard. Now everything that's being stretched is tensing up. Relax and go further in again. Go further in again. Go further in again. Attention. And now comes the dot on the eye. Let go. Put your arms next to your body and actively pull your chin further towards the larynx and the head further so that it turns in this direction even more, a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more, and slowly relax again. Please write a comment on how this exercise worked for you, if you understood it, how it affects you, and so on. And if you are a little impressed by it, please forward this video to everyone. Because there are so many people with postural defects who have this problem or are already on their way there, it is completely worth practicing it intensively. Look, and now I will show you another alternative with which you can relax in the evening while resting. Basically, stretch your neck muscles nicely, namely our neck saver, which you can adjust to different heights so that it fits you best. And you can increase the stretch by taking your arms straight up and back, and you will notice that when the shoulders are pulled down, the effect is even more intense. In any case, a wonderful exercise in the evening to passively balance out what you have already done in the morning and during the day. If you want to prepare yourself for a good sleep, you can check out some video here. So, many thanks to Ina, who has shown it to you. Practice with her every day now. If you want a great routine, please click here. And there you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed to it long ago. Then also activate the bell so that YouTube can remind you that Roland has released a new video.